I could be your superhero. Wow. I would go to school like this. We didn't have school uniforms in Germany. I would always wear like a blazer or something like that. Oh my god, it's cute because I'm pretending to be like a really butch build like firefighter or something like that, but I'm really just like definition of twink. Today we're traveling back in time. I got my first camera at the age of 12 and photography was a huge part of my teenage years. I really enjoyed that as my creative outlet. As a result of that, there are many photos and lots of them are very cringy. I found my old hard drive and today I want to look through these old photos and kind of react to them and hopefully we get some nice laughs out of it. So, let's go. They're not going to be in chronological order because I don't have the dates for all of them. My data management was not very good back then. So whichever way they're going to come, they're going to come. So it's going to be super random, but it's going to be a nice surprise for me as well. I haven't looked at these in years now. But I know I used to be like a bit of a fashionista. I should not be drinking coffee. Jesus, look at this photo. I remember purposely actually having it the wrong way around because it doesn't look good when you tilt it. But that's hilarious. I try to be a model so badly. Look at this! But good hair. And also love the Raufasertapete in the background. Good on you, so German. Wow, cute. I would edit the hell out of all of my photos as well. You'll notice that you won't see the scar in any of my photos, and you also won't see any sort of expression lines. I was very self-conscious back then. And I suppose I took a lot of photos to compensate for that. Kind of ironic, but yeah. They're all really edited. 100% these eyes are edited as well. These days I only play with like light and like shadow, darkness and so on. Maybe a little bit with color, but I don't retouch anything. Alright, here I'm definitely going more fashionista. I remember there was lookbook .nl lookbook, I don't know, let me know if you know Lookbook. I used to upload photos to Lookbook and I made all of these t-shirts myself, so I always made like my own t-shirts by like, you know, ironing on things. I thought I'm like a designer, seriously. Cute. This is party days. Again, look, how little wrinkles do you want around your eye? Like none, please, thank you. Okay, funny story about this one. So this is German, it's called colorblind. At the top, farbenblind at the top, it means colorblind. So this would have been us age 18 actually, and as part of graduating from school, we're trying to raise funds to contribute towards our end of term party. So in Germany, you can actually start, some clubs allow you to go clubbing from 16 onwards, or at least back in the days, usually 18 onwards. But huge clubbing culture in Germany. So what we did as part of our final, or like senior year, I suppose, we would put on events in clubs and sell tickets. We obviously share some of the revenue with the actual club, but they mainly make money through the drinks, right? And we pocket some of the share of the tickets that we sell. So we put on this event and the dress code was black and white, and we created this little backdrop. A friend of mine had a big canvas, and we drove over to a friend of ours who's got a big backyard where we can just put the huge canvas down and then start kind of splattering paint on it. And I had some paint at home, so I was like, oh, so to my friend I was like, well, do you want to pick me up? We drive over and then we do the paint thing. I didn't close the bucket of paint. I didn't close it properly and I put it in her boot, and by the time we got to our friend's place, the paint was everywhere and it was like a brand new car, you know. We all just turned 18, people started getting their first car. So Melissa, if you see this, I'm so sorry for what happened to your car. Oh my god, okay, look at me. I really thought I'm such a fashionista and I'm wearing shoes on my bed. What is happening? Unacceptable behavior. But so European, right? Like with the beanie and everything. cute little lens flare that's definitely edited in there. Cute little German industrial setting. That's where I started experimenting with Photoshop. It wasn't Photoshop, it was like a free version of Photoshop a little bit. And yes, this is vodka that I'm pouring. And of course the Harry Potter t-shirt, so millennial. Look at the amount of bloody hair I had. I know I was always, like, I always got a lot of compliments for my hair back in school. And I'm pretty sure I did all of this by myself. I just had a tripod and a camera, and that's really what I did for fun. I mean, I played a lot of tennis, but outside of playing tennis and obviously catching up with friends and so on, that was my creative outlet. My parents never allowed me to have any sort of video gaming console, so I never had a PlayStation, never had any of this. I didn't really have computer games either, so I did like social media online and so on. Obviously I was on my computer quite a bit eventually towards the, you know, late teens and so on, but I was never really into gaming. I didn't really spend much time doing any of that. I always just spent a lot of time taking photos, editing photos, going out looking for like photo locations. I have a really good friend, Rita, if you're watching this. She actually started doing this professionally. She studied video editing and so on. We used to just go around and we did like photo shoots with each other, and honestly we had so much fun, and it was really nice now thinking about it, that it was a nice hobby back then, cute and innocent, you know, gets you to be creative. I was definitely much better at editing back then. I lost most of my skills. Another one over here, making myself levitate. I even managed to edit, I mean this is terrible, but keep in mind this is also like when would that be? That would be definitely before 2012. So anything that happened in Germany would be before 2012. So this would maybe be 2010 or something like that. So I would have been 16, 17. Good hair. I would go to school like this. We didn't have school uniforms. And the painting in the background, I did that as well. That was also one of my hobbies. I love this photo. Actually, this one is a good effort. I had a couple of friends helping me set the things on fire, and then we threw them around, and I edited everything together in hindsight. I think this is a good photo, right? But can I zoom? How do I zoom? Yeah, again, look at that. There's no lines on my face. There's no scar. There's nothing. Now in hindsight, it's kind of unfortunate. I would have loved to see the real photo. I would have loved to see what my face actually looked like, not what I wanted my face to look like. Again, so weird. I'm smiling, but there's no lines in my face. Like, but it's cute. I still have that jacket actually. Wow, look at me trying to be so fashionable. Well, a lot of hair. But honestly, that's what we did back in the days. This is the people liked this hair back in the days. That was a thing, you know. Wow, I mean, this is a lot of hair. I remember these shoes. I actually got those shoes sponsored. They sent them to me because they liked my lookbook. So I felt so cool back then. That was like before Instagram was a thing, for sure. Never do two buttons, by the way. That's flour in the background. I got a friend to throw flour around to create like a mysterious effect, but really we just made a bloody mess. Look at the flour on my pants. Yeah, anyway. A for effort though, come on, like I tried. Wow, that's a lot of flour. Okay. Doing the levitating thing again, this time without the... Oh no, there's a shadow. Look at me. I thought this through. I also gave my room this terrible paint job myself. Wow. I do like this photo as well. I think that's also a good photo. I did the shirt myself, and then I always wanted to do like a photo shoot inspired by the shirt. So this one was inspired by Jason Derulo. I'm throwing out all my cards because I think I finally found my Queen of Hearts. There was a cute little line in one of his songs, and I liked that song. And I created a Queen of Hearts shirt and then threw out all the cards. Wow, I mean, Again, A for effort, I have to say. At least I tried. I tried really hard, okay? Yeah, I tried. 2011, 2012 maybe. That was me celebrating my 18th birthday. I got a 3-liter bottle of vodka, and actually I still have this jacket. I still have it. I brought that to Australia with me for sure. I partied a lot back in Germany for sure. Yeah, this one was my 18th birthday, so that would have been, when did I turn 18? 2011. This is the most reading I've ever done in my life, I suppose. October 2011, cute. I think there was also like a line, something about like captivating books or something like that. That inspired me to do this little photo shoot. Oh, and I started growing a little bit of a beard there, didn't I, huh? Cute. There we go. I remember this photo. I did not remember this photo. I do remember this one existing. And I love how I put little frames around all of my photos. Interesting. But the arrangement of books looks good there, actually, I have to say. I tried. Oh my god, it's cute because I'm pretending to be like a really butch build, like firefighter or something like that. But I'm really just like definition of twink. What the fuck? The hair was fabulous, actually. I would love to have this hair again. But yeah, I have aged. I don't think I'm capable of growing that much hair anymore, but I can try. That's kind of cute. I don't know. I reckon, okay, hear me out on this one. I reckon I don't look all too different to this photo there. Now. Maybe it's delusion. July 2012. I mean, I don't look 12 years older than this, do I? I had a lot of flannels back then, didn't I? That was my thing, huh? That's actually a nice shirt. I would love to have this shirt back. I had good taste. I think people in Australia just don't care as much about fashion, or maybe it's also the zeitgeist of everything. I feel like these days fashion is very much, no offense to Gen Z, I don't think many Gen Z people watch my channel in the first place, but I'm not the biggest fan of like the fashion that Gen Z has to offer. It looks a little messy to me. It looks, I mean, that's what they want, right? They want to look like they really didn't care. I feel like I always cared a lot. My taste level is always like I care, you know. And I think back then I tried really hard. Now I don't care at all. It's just white or black t-shirts and jeans or black pants, or very basic, very Uniqlo. Also I think because it's colder in Europe and you use more layers, like you actually have the ability to care a little bit more about fashion, like nice jackets and so on. I mean, we can do that for maybe 2 to 3 months of the year, but majority of the year, even like a shirt and shorts is kind of too hot. That's when I kind of announced, I think Instagram was a thing by then already, and I think with this photo I announced that I'm going to Australia for a work and holiday. Well, guess what? I never came back. Sauce. This photo, I remember uploading this photo for sure. That's my street. I grew up on this street. I lived on this street for the first 19 years of my life. So European. Oh, so cute. Like, honestly, like I was still in school. Why did I care so much? Honestly, in hindsight, it's weird. It's kind of nice caring and looking after yourself, but I think I cared a bit too much. But the photography was good, no? I think my friend took these ones for me. The head is terrible. Oh wow, I doubled down on the head on this, yeah, okay. But color, I don't mind this color actually. Oh, what was I thinking? That's kind of cute. Okay, I don't think I look too different now, do I? I mean, I have a bit more beard. I should have maybe shaved to look younger for this video, but good hair, huh? I mean, it wouldn't fly these days. I wouldn't have this hair as a 30-year-old. Maybe I would. But for, how old was I back then? 18. For 18, I think that was fine. I would spend about 20 minutes every morning like making my hair. I would straighten my hair as well to get it nice and straight. And then I would use the straightening iron to like curl it up a little bit to give it volume. I had good volume of hair. I mean, the photos in themselves are kind of cute, but if you think about how many hours of my life I spent taking photos of myself and editing them, it's a little concerning actually. Oh well, let's laugh about it. Yeah, I definitely remember taking a lot of these photos for lookbook, right? Where you kind of show your outfit of the day before Instagram was a thing, before outfit of the day was a thing. If you know lookbook, let me know in the comments down below. I think it doesn't exist anymore. I googled it the other day. Cute. Oh, I tried so hard. This was definitely in my party phase. I think this was probably also part of the Farbenblind campaign, maybe. Oh, look at this one. I had a tattoo sleeve. Wow, was I not so freaking cool there? I think this was my profile photo on Facebook for the longest time. I did love my leather jacket back then, didn't I, huh? Oh, okay. I think I found some older photos. So that concludes my Fashionista era. Before my Fashionista era, and apologies for the incorrect chronological order. Before my Fashionista era, I had my emo era. So, well, when would that be? 2008, 9, 10, something like that. And I feel like everybody was emo back then, so it wasn't just me. But I had really long hair, and social media, it was even before Facebook, or before I was at least on Facebook. And there was like just some small German communities where I would upload photos to, and I would get lots of compliments for my nice emo hair. So let's have a look at those. Yeah, like this sort of emo. And my handle was J Superman. I would always wear these Superman snapbacks. Wow, I was so cool. But honestly, back then it was fun. Everybody did that. Like, it was fine, trust me. Ooh, mysterious. Bandanas, remember when bandanas was really trendy? This photo is called BAM 17. That is so cringy. That's cute. Remember when we used to do, I don't know if this is a thing, but we used to take like photos and we would write other people's names on somewhere, and then you take a photo like for them and they'd do the same back. It was kind of like, I don't know, there was a name for it as well, but that was like super common. Like people would take photos like for each other. I think this is when I then entered my Jason Derulo era, where I was like, oh my god, let's be like a really cool guy who can probably dance, but can't actually dance. But yeah, see, I've cut my hair a bit shorter. Look at the hair. What the? So, love this photo, love the quality, and I love that I had the desire to put a sticker of Gary, SpongeBob's snail, on my photo, and then caption the photo with "Just living my life." I was a big SpongeBob fan back then. I really need you in my life. 2008. You're 15. You really didn't need that person in your life. Trust me. Yeah, I had a SpongeBob shirt. I had a SpongeBob everything. SpongeBob bedding, everything. I loved SpongeBob. I thought it was really cool. Classic emo pose with the ass back and thigh gap. Oh wow, I never played the guitar. I must have just found it somewhere and thought it would kind of fit the aesthetic. Interesting. Cute bandana as well. And again, a sticker of Patrick this time on there. It's like, yeah, that is... Like, I put stickers, that was 2008, I put stickers on my bloody photos before that was even, before social media was even a thing. I was actually a trendsetter. I could be your superhero. Wow, and there was definitely just a key ring as like a fake piercing. I always wanted to have piercings, and my mom was absolutely not. If you come home with a piercing, that is it. And I'm so glad she stopped me from getting piercings or earrings or whatever, because I could not agree more with her these days, so good on her. But yeah, then I think I moved out of my SpongeBob face into my Superman face. Yeah, cute, a lot of hair. I think that is enough. There should be some more cringy photos somewhere, but as I said, it's a mess on this hard drive. So I also think I can't cope with any more cringy photos for today. This was already kind of embarrassing enough. And while it was cringy, it was kind of cute as well. I do think it's nice to think back and realize how creative I've actually always been. Even if the creation itself was fairly questionable, I kind of forgot how much I enjoyed photography already really early on, and like how much time I spent just taking photos and editing and coming up with concepts and so on. It's actually really nice. Makes it less surprising that I actually end up doing this now as a job. I kind of always thought, oh, it's a bit weird that I end up being a social media influencer. That's so not like me, but actually that is so me. Anyway, that's enough. Thanks so much for watching. Like, subscribe, and leave a nice comment, and I'll see you next time. Bye.